Hello, everybody, and today I want to talk to you about Americans' obsession with food. This kind of food, which really is not food. This is chemically based garbage, but we're obsessed with it. And it eats away at our pocketbooks every single week. And why? Because we became addicted to it. Look at all the diets we have if you don't think we're addicted to this kind of thing. I mean, keto diet, carnivore diet, and then you go on those diets, especially the keto, and you spend all your time looking up recipes on how you can make your favorite junk food, but keto. French fries, keto. Pancakes, keto. Breads, keto. It's an obsession because we cannot get a healthy relationship with what I call real food. Not this kind, not chemically based food, not junk food, not chips and cereals and all the nonsense that fills our carts, puts 30 to 40 extra pounds on us, and then 30 and 40 extra dollars in our cart on a weekly basis. If you look at an average family, these kind of junk foods, they only last for a few days in the household, especially if that household has a couple of kids. Now, I have a son who could polish this off in no time at all. He's an adult male. He could sit and polish off a bag of hot fries in one day, in a couple of hours. Chips, the same thing. Nutter butters, cookies, whatever you want to call it, boxes of cereal. Even this stuff. This isn't food. This is processed junk that we become addicted to because we like the flavor. Food is energy. Food is something we put in our body to feed it nutritionally, and not this kind of stuff. And to give it the calories it needs to function. Now, this is a good food. Although it's very expensive, and that sucker is small. I got that from Walmart, and I just had to videotape it. It was so small. Now this is a place where you can find some of the real foods. Produce section. You know, not the aisles in between that's filled with junk. But this is the fruits and vegetables in the produce section, and this is where we should be getting more of our food from. We have a problem when it comes to food. The cost is outrageous right now. Whether it be real food or fake food. You know, those hot fries, for a while, my son could not find them, and he didn't know why. And it's because they went up by 29 cents a bag. And see, it said on it before, I believe it said always $2 or something like that. And then it went to $2.29, and they started even making a smaller bag of it, the hot fries. So even the junk food is going up. It is. Your chips, your cookies, all that stuff. And unfortunately, we eat far too much of that because we don't have the proper, and I mean proper, attitude towards food. Food is not something that we just put in our mouth because, oh, it tastes so wonderful. Food is what we put into our body to feed it nutritionally. It has to be taken care of and fed. And it has to be done right. And then it needs a certain amount of calories depending on the energy you spend every day. It just does. Now, there are good things that you can do to replace, because I love salty foods. Junk food, chips, popcorn. And I also like sweets, but I like dark chocolate, fortunately for me, and I will eat 88, 90% dark, which is extremely bitter, but it's the best kind of chocolate for you. And I like it, and I will definitely eat it. But you gotta remember, gotta be careful, because it also has calories too. But this is the places we should be picking our food from. not the junk food aisle. And we shouldn't. I've seen people, it breaks my heart. They have little kids, and they're giving the little kids diet soda. And I say, oh my gosh, imagine by the time they're 20 how much diet soda they put into their system. I mean, I drink tea without sugar. I can't handle the sugar in tea, but it's better for you. And look, I'm not a health nut. I'm just not. But there are some things that we really do need to do to take care of ourselves and help our body and helping our pocketbook at the same time. Because, folks, it ain't getting better. It's getting far worse. The groceries are going sky high. And they only end up costing us more out of our paycheck when we add all the other nonsense to it. The macaronis and cheeses and the Liptons, and, you know, the little pouches, bag foods, and the Ritz crackers, and the little cookies, and the chips and the cereals. We don't need that. We need food, real food. If we don't learn to do that, we're not going to make it. Well, as it is, we're going to have a hard time making it anyhow. We just are, even with real food. Because real food is costing also. It's going up every day, and it seems to get smaller. That cauliflower was tiny. And it was not a tiny price on it. It was over $3 and something for this tiny little cauliflower head. And it's getting to be outrageous. You know, broccoli, spinach, all of this is going up every single week or every other day. It is. Well, the prices are going higher and higher. Good grief, oranges are outrageous. But today, I'm going to give you a recipe. And it's called white bean soup. Now, this is bacon ends and pieces. And I can buy 2 packages of bacon ends and pieces, and it'll last me a year. And that's it, just 2 packages of it, boxed on them. Now they sell it more in plastic package. Used to, you could get it in a box. I haven't seen it in a box in a long time. But I use bacon ends and pieces all separated out for BLTs. This is for the bean soup that I'm going to make. I just threw a huge handful and I browned it up just like this. I'm going to break that up. Now, I'm showing you the grease to the pan because I'm going to make cornbread with my white bean soup. And I want this grease to be nice and hot because I'm going to use this grease for my cornbread. And I want it to, this is a secret to making a really good cornbread. And I use the self-rising cornmeal. It's 2 cups of cornmeal, 1.5 cups of milk, and 1 egg. And you want that skillet really hot with that bacon grease. Now, I didn't use all the bacon grease. I took some of it out. But I'm pouring it in there because the moment you put that in that hot grease, it's going to cook it on the bottom. And that's just going to make that crust nice and golden. And it's going to be really good. You could serve your bean soup with bread if you want to. But I make bread quite often, so I wanted cornbread because I don't make cornbread that much. Now, that steam came up. I'm putting my bacon in with my white beans. Now, I cooked my white beans in a slow cooker. And I also put cabbage in it. Now, you can put other things. Here's my cornbread. Yummy. In your white bean soup, you can put celery, you can put onions, you can put chopped up tomatoes. It's endless. It is literally endless. It's your soup, it's your beans, you can put what you want. But I love cabbage. And I love a little bit of tomatoes, and I love a little bit of onion. And so that's what I put in it with the bacon. And I will spoon this up and put it in a bowl. And it's 1 cup of white beans, that's all. And this will feed 4 people with that 1 cup of beans. And it is absolutely delicious.